Hey, good evening. This is Dennis Wong coming from Winnipeg. Why should you be eating vegetables? Why can't we just eat carbohydrate and why can't we just eat protein and meat all the time? Well, I'm going to tell you this, my own story again. I remember when I was 10 or 11, I did not like vegetables at all. Did not eat much vegetables. My main staple is meat and carbohydrate. So I will eat meat, rice, noodle. And guess what? My bowel movement at that time was twice a week. It was terrible. It was always constipated. So I, as over the last 10, 15 years, as I'm working in this health and wellness area, I started training myself to eat more and more vegetables, the same as other patient that or people that I work with. I tell them to eat more and more vegetables. I'm not saying you cannot eat meat. You need moderate amount of meat so that you have that protein, amino acid building block for your muscles and your brain chemicals. But you need tons of vegetables that will give you lots of fiber, improve your gut health, and also give you lots of nutrients, vitamins and minerals that your body need are all in the vegetables. So you really need to, especially if your bowel movement is not regular, either constipated or loose stool, etc., back and forth, then definitely you need to increase your vegetables. And within a few days, you'll notice that your bowel consistency will improve and it will form better, etc. And the other thing is that vegetables also reduce the inflammation. If you eat meat all the time, it's tend to cause more inflammation in your system. Even though you need the meat, you need moderate amount. But if you keep eating meat all the time, you will find it that you get more inflammation. Again, for me, I love steak, but I cannot eat steak all the time. Last 10 years, as I get older and as I, I started eating clean, I'm finding more and more that when I'm traveling and attending conference or speaking at the conferences, when I get to whatever conference hotel, I usually try to have steak and you know dinner for steak and stuff. And I usually find it the next morning with the traveling stress and all of that, the next morning I will be inflamed and I will be in pain, depends on how much steak I eat, etc. So I started watching amount of meat that I eat, and I'm watching more and more protein into my menu planning. And I find it that, like I said, when I was 10 or 11, I always had the issue with the bowel movement and stuff. And now, if I notice that my stool consistency change, then I know that I need to increase my vegetables. And I love Chinese vegetables. Being Chinese, I grew up with them. So for me, simple way is just steam them and then have you know, some sort of sauce on it. I don't even need a stir fry type of thing. So hopefully, this make you think if you don't like vegetables. I still don't like vegetables, but I know it's good for me and I know the benefit of it. So I'm intentionally eat it. Tonight I went and grocery shopping and my cart, 80% was all Chinese vegetables. And I got the rest as condiment, etc. I didn't buy any meat at all tonight. And it's over $100 of vegetables. Hey, it's healthy for me. I need it. I'm worth it. So I'm spending the money on vegetables. Let me know how's your menu plan and how much vegetables you eat and what vegetables you like because everybody's different. And I try to eat rainbow if I can, but a lot of time is greens as my Chinese greens as my staple. I hope this is helpful information. This is Dennis Wong coming from Winnipeg, and I'm grateful to serve.